I'm MagicTurtle643 and I've got the Sketchbook Blues. This is the show and tell show where I show you old drawings from when I was a kid, and apparently use the word show 3 times in a sentence. But for example, we have this drawing of a robot made of floating balls, back when it was hip to make characters with disconnected body parts. Speaking of ripping off video games, have you ever heard of Megaman? Well, in the beginning, there's a character selection screen where you pick which boss you want to fight, and it takes you into that level. I, for some reason, drew my own character selection screen. I didn't draw the characters, just their little thumbnails, their headshots. There's some pretty good ones, like Wave Wolf, Fire Falcon, Weed Rat. No, I dropped the alliteration on that one. Electric Lion, Boulder Bear. I think my favorite is Saber Squid. It's a squid that holds knives. That is a giant squid of anger, if ever I've seen one. Okay, now this one's good. Look at Rampage Rabbit. Doesn't it look like one of those creepy animatronic musicians from, like, Chuck E. Cheese or something that's on the stage, like going, "Have some pizza for your birthday." And I decided to draw my own Star Trek uniform right there. And if you hold it up to the light, which I don't think you can see you see it? The colors shine through. I colored the back so that when you hold it up to the light, it fills out with color. I don't know why I couldn't just color it. Okay, these actually aren't from childhood. These are from college when I was super bored in my folklore and mythology class, and I didn't know what to draw, so I just drew the only thing I could find, which was my hands, just sitting there on my desk. And, oh, this one's pointing to something. What's it pointing? Could it be a sign? Oh my god, there's a key over here. What does it go to? It's a national treasure. These are more board drawings in my various literature classes. These were the shoes of a girl who had her feet up on a chair. And this was me starting to draw my professor, but she didn't sit still long enough. Dang it. Okay, now these are really old, way back in time, at least before 4th grade. And the funniest thing about them is that they have patches on them. I screwed up so many times that I had to just glue paper on it and try the character again. And even on the back, I didn't even know what these characters are. They're just these weird freaks. This is an ant named Bison, for some reason. He's got a peg leg. And this blob is named Slobston, which sounds like a nice suburban town full of slobs. And this robot is named Gapel. Rock monster's name is Rick Fop. Look at the creative name for this dragon. Is Dragon. And it's made out of what looks like Lego bricks. Now, I was pretty versatile as a kid, so I experimented with a lot of forms of artistic media, including MS Paint. And I thought I was so good at making these little pixely drawings that I had it laminated. Look at the stunning detail and definition on that stained glass mirror and this book wizard's hat. Now I know I made a video about my nerd identity crisis, but I think I forgot that this existed, because this should clear me of any charges of non-nerddom. That's right, I made my own version of D&D, but with superheroes. This is a character sheet where you could pick the stats, super strength and all that. There's like a spell sheet, different effects, and all these like different statistics and figures you could put in. So there. That's it for this episode of Sketchbook Blues. I'll leave you with a terrible unfinished colored drawing that was supposed to be the cover of one of my fantasy books, and I hated it so much that I cut it out of the sketchbook. See you next time.